Alrighty. Yo. What's up? What's good, ladies and gentlemen? We're here. We're queer. And we're Shuumatsu no Valkyrie chapter 53. I'm sure some people in here are queer. I am not. But, it just rhymes. You're here, you're queer. Anyways, point is, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie chapter 53 reaction. It's almost like we were just here a few hours ago. Checking the freckle, half past the hair, and boom, I have a dad joke there for you to open up the stream. There we go. Okay, I do actually own a watch. I'm just not wearing my watch. And usually I wear the watch on this side because... Anyways, point of the matter is that, yo, what's up? Let's go. Chapter 53. Chapter 52, I think got downplayed by a lot of people. But a lot of people don't enjoy Zero Fuku like yours truly. A lot of people can't appreciate the artistic amazingness that is Zero Fuku. So I think I gave the chapter 52 a little bit, you could say it's a little bit of biased praise because it had Zero in it, and that's a big thing for me. And I think storytelling-wise, Record of Ragnarok has been quite the meathead manga. I think we can all agree on that, right? It's been a bit of the meathead manga. It's one big tournament arc as a manga, right? Nothing to be mad about that, but that's sort of what it is. So when we get this high levels of character emotion and character development, I think it really speaks more volumes. You know what I'm saying? So I really love Zero Fuku. So I gave chapter 52 an official 8.5 out of 10. That's what I'm going to give it. I don't really do ratings, but if you guys are curious, I'm giving it an 8.5. Some people really don't like Zero. Some people were like, and I'm like, he's the best written character in the damn series. I don't know what's wrong with people, but anyways. But yeah, point is, chapter 53. As always, you guys know, 10-minute runoff time. I even had time. Unlike, I don't have my robe on anymore. I washed my hair. I went, took a shower. I shaved my beard, sort of idea. I cleaned my act up from this morning stream into this stream, right? So, I actually ate something. I showered. I shaved. All that fun jazz. So, anyways, how's everybody doing today? And once again, don't forget to hit that like button if you guys are in the stream and if you like it. I mean, to be fair, you can dislike it too if you really hate me that much. But if you hit the like button, I know you guys care. And also, for all the returning folks, did everybody enjoy the 52 reaction earlier today? I had a lot of fun with it and I really enjoyed the chapter. Let's see. So, Jay Warriors in here says, first. You are first. Joseph is in here saying, finally able to get here on time. Yeah, I know that you missed chapter 52, but you're here for chapter 53, right? So that's cool. Misk is in here, of course, saying the time has come at last. Long time no see. Well, Misk, you have a blindfold on all the time. How the fuck you see through that thing is beyond me. Rainey says, this was a spectacular chapter. We'll say nothing more. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling the hype, ladies and gentlemen. Skins in here and said the first afternoon stream from Griever in a while. Technically, for me, this is an evening stream because it's almost 6 p.m. I managed to get my supper into me. I did the wash. I'm probably going to have to break about half an hour in. Or actually, maybe before we even start the chapter, because I think I just heard the washer stop. I usually do my laundry around the evening time while I'm cooking supper. Just ease of use, right? Because the dryer takes a while and stuff. So I might have to go I might have to go in about 10 minutes just to load up the dryer and then we're good to go. I don't want to interrupt the chapter reaction to do that, so yeah. This whole doing a stream in the morning, trying to record something, another chapter drops, have to do another stream thing, have to do chores, like, it's sort of screwed up my day. But it's all good because it's Record of Ragnarok, right? It's fine. MC Dude says, hello again, everyone. Hello. Skin said this chapter was truly a 9.4 out of 10. What the fuck does a point for me? You want to do 0.5s, that's fine, but come on, Skin. Skin's just trying to fuck with everybody. Jay Warrior said, I love Zero. He's great. Yeah, Zero is great. Zero is fantastic. Miss Collins said, let's see how long it takes for my review to upload. Oh, you already made your... Oh, of course you did. Yeah, see, I gave Misk a spare hour. See, I was going to be the first one to do a reaction, but his will probably upload while my stream is going on. And I will say, definitely go check out Miss Content's review for Chapter 52 and 53, but don't hit that back button until my stream is done. It's all about me, right? Miss said, Skin, how the hell do you get that specific? That's what I'm asking. Rainey said, yeah, for me, this was 10 out of 10. Ooh. High praise, high praise. Miss said, just say it's a 9 or a 9.5. Fair enough. Joseph says, when I first read Zero Fuku's backstory, I thought it was his fault for giving them too much freedom and becoming lazy, but you changed my mind and helped me see what his real symbolism is. Thanks. I appreciate, listen, if you guys had that opinion, you guys can always have a different opinion from me. All I try to do when I give you guys my reaction and I hear people like hate on something, I try to just, not educate, because that seems a little cocky. I just try to give you a new perspective to look at it, and if it changes your opinion, fantastic. So thanks, Joseph. Nice to know that, you actually listened to what I said. You weren't just sitting there, because a lot of people sit there stubborn. No, I don't like him. No, I don't like this. No, this manga sucks. And they close off their ears. Trust me, I can't hear very well when I do this. So that's what I'm saying. But if you open up these things, you got two on the side of your head, one each, you should be able to do that. So, yeah. But that's really nice. Thanks for letting me know that, Joseph. I appreciate that. We already have 10 people in here. That's crazy. But only 4 likes. What's wrong with you people? Skin said, I have to run the chapter through a specific calculator designed to calculate characters, themes, plot, etc. and come up with a number, plus add in my own personal rating, and that's how I come up with it. Damn, that's way too specific for this cat. I'm just saying. Nathaniel's in here. Hey, I'll be back. I have to read the chapter. You go right ahead, because we're going to have to break here in a second before run-off time, because I have to do the laundry. Jay Warrior said, Zero best character. Yes, I'm biased. Zero is the best, not necessarily the best or my favorite character, but I would argue him or Jack are the best written characters in the series. That I don't think is even debatable. You could argue Jack, maybe, but I think that Zero Fuku has so much character development and so much charisma, and so there's just too much thought process put into his writing that I think it's undisputed that even if you don't like Zero, you can't argue that he's the most three-dimensional and well-written character in the series, I would argue. Skin said, okay, I'll settle on 9.5 out of those 10. Those chapter was really good. Okay, 9.5 for Skin. That's cool. Miss said, 43 minutes. Damn, YouTube having messed up upload times. Well, that means I have time to get my thoughts out first. Joseph said, by the way, I found the stream where Dragon's Rage trolled you and missed content. One word, hilarious. Did he troll us? Oh, I forget when he did that, but yeah. I forget how he trolled us, but I do remember. Yeah, I was getting pissed. And then halfway through I realized I was being trolled, but I already had the boiler. The boiler was fuming up, so I was already, yeah. Skin said the messiness of the YouTube upload times. It's true. Miss said they've been really slow for me lately. Then once in a while are normal. I haven't had a slow one in a while. Though once in a while, I'll tell you one thing. I have terrible render time speeds with Vegas, with Sony Vegas. Sometimes the render time is like, boom, oh my god, that shit's done in 15 minutes. And other times it's 45. And I'm like, would you piss off? It's the same length video. So... Skin said, I personally think Jack is the best written character in the series, but I don't deny Zero is a close second and still respect your opinion. There you go. So, as I said, I think Jack could be in that conversation. I personally think Zero is better written, but Jack is definitely a close second. And if you want to put Jack above Zero and say Zero second, that's fine too. But I would argue that those two are leaps and bounds the best written characters, guys. Written in the series. They're the most three-dimensional with the most character development. I think none of that could be denied, so. Is Van Me, I don't know how to say that, said, hope you enjoyed Chapter 52, man. I did. Chapter 52, I gave a solid 8.5. You could bump that up to a 9 if you don't like 0.5s. But I think that, once again, if you're halfway to something, it's just like rounding is. 0.5, if you round 0.5, you never go down, you only go up. With 0.49 and below, you go down. 0.5, you go up. So, if you guys want a solid number, it'd be a 9. But I give it an 8.5. Jay Warrior said, went to reread Adam Fight and Chronos Zeus Dad is really powerful. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really is. So we're almost at the obligatory 10-minute runoff time. I'm just going to quickly throw the clothes into the dryer, turn the dryer on, and then, because I don't want things to stay wet and shrink and that kind of garbage. So I'm going to do that really quick. Then when we come back, we'll catch up with the chat. Then we'll do the chapter. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch that dial. Don't hit that backspace. We will be back very, very soon. I hit my elbow, but other than that, I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I knew we'd lose viewer count. We're jumping between 10... We went as far as 10, 12 people, and then now we're down to 5. I know the moment I get off camera, everybody fucking leaves. It's crazy. But I'm back now. Or I should be. According to the preview, I'm not back. Am I back? Am I here? Am I queer? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're down, 6 people, unfortunately. But once we start reading the chapter, people will jump back in. It's fine. I can't help it, guys. I cannot help it. I gotta do what I gotta do, right? My chores take priority. I do have to work tomorrow, so thankfully this chapter did come out, because if this chapter came out around 11 p.m., I gotta go to work tomorrow. Probably an early day. Probably only gotta go to work for 3 or 4 hours, but still. So that would really suck. You know, like if the chapter came out at like 11:30, it's like, ah, shit, gotta do that, do a stream, go to bed at 2 in the morning, just to, like, nah, fuck that. Anyways, Joseph says, remember when I said that the ancient Greeks feared Hades? I meant the ancient Greek humans back then greatly feared him. You thought I said the Greek gods. Oh, thank you for the correction then. Yeah, that's my bad. But thank you for the correction. So, and yeah, I agree with that. Joseph said, but that seemed to be very common for most religions back then to greatly fear deities of death. They feared deities. A lot of people fear the deities just in general. You know, it's ironic they say, like, you instilled the fear of God into someone. Well, why would you be afraid of God? Why should you be? He's supposedly a nice guy. Just talk to the fucking Christians. So, supposedly, he's an all-being, all-powerful, all-benevolent person. Or God. So why should you fear him? Yet they still have things like fear of God and stuff like that, you know? So it is ironic. Joseph said, also, I googled, did Hades cheat on Persephone? And it turns out he did have affairs, but there were only 2, and that's it. By the way, did you know Hades is actually infertile? I did not know that. I've never studied. I haven't looked too deep into the Hades lore. I probably knew some of this back in the day. I knew he cheated on Persephone once. But I don't know about the second time. But anyways, I'm assuming you're right, Joseph. But anyways, 13-minute run-off time. Let's just jump into the goddamn chapter, guys. I don't want to wait. Do you guys really want to wait? Do you want to sit here? Would you like to sit around and, you know, just talk and be merry and delay? Nah, fuck that. We want to read this chapter. You guys are here to see me read the chapter, right? So that's what we're going to do. So, chapter 53, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie. Translator Demi, proofreader Demi, cleaner redrawer Demi, and typesetter Demi. Oh, Vib went to bed and didn't even help. That son of a bitch. he told me this chapter was coming out and he didn't even help on it. Or maybe Demi's like, nah, fuck it, Vib. You go to bed, I'm taking all the credit. I don't know. Anyways, once again, seeing that shot of Zero Fuku, the color design is very interesting, but I definitely like it, of Evil Zero, so... But yeah, so we know this has basically been confirmed. This is going to be the end of round 6. We're going to find out who the winner is. I don't know if we're going to find out. Something in me is telling me it's not going to be like down to the wire, the last like 2 pages we find out. I feel like there's going to be 5 or 6 pages maybe of afterward. Like we're going to get the afterward here rather than the beginning of chapter 54. What do you guys think? But I'm sort of hoping for that because I don't know who's going to win. Really, it could be anybody's game. I think Buddha's going to win. Does Zero come back to life is the actual question. I don't think Hajun, at this point, the moment Hajun came out, I feel like nobody was betting that Buddha was going to lose. The real question was, can he bring Zero back? Maybe, maybe not. So... I think that's the real question. I think there's no question Buddha's going to win this fight. It's just or survive this fight. It's just that will Zero survive? So let's see. But as a Volan, technically he should be able to come back. You know, because the Volans when they succeed, they can turn back into their old form. So, anyways, let's go. So page 2, we see in the class, chapter 53, Path of Light. There's Heimdall, our boy Heimdall, who says, a fierce melee breaks out on their ching, 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 freshly equipped with a new divine weapon. Buddha takes Hajun head on, and they're clashing. They're boom, 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 boom. God damn son of a bitch. So let's go. Oh wow, whoa! We're getting emotion from Jesus here. We're getting emotion from Jesus. Jesus this whole time has been, But no, Jesus is like, fucking yeah! Oh shit, sorry Dad. Fucking yeah! So yeah, come on! We got Socrates and everyone. Get him, hack him to bits, I suppose. I love this guy. I don't know anything about him in history because I'm not too familiar with Eastern history that much. But that's hilarious. You go, Buddha! 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 Everybody's cheering their ass off. All of India and their kings and people. The Buddhists, the slaves, everybody just cheering. Let's see. Oh, have we seen him before? I don't know if we saw him in the crowd before. But that's the bro. That's the big bro. Oh, man. I don't think we saw him in the crowd yet. If we did, I missed it or I forgot. That's cool. Everyone cried out with all their soul, praying for Buddha's victory. Their chants... Oh, look at this, man. And look, he looks more like... His hair is now like his older brother's. Have you noticed that, guys? Now his hair looks like his big brother's. Which, not his real, but whatever. But his big bros. It looks like it, you know what I mean? It's got the flow. Their chants and cheers, carrying with them the hopes of all humanity, became one. So we're sort of doing an Adam thing here. And like a great river composed of many small streams, they reached Buddha. And of course we get the stream analogy because that was the whole deal. Where does the river... How far does the river go? What's around the river bend? You know, that sort of idea. Yeah, I love Disney. I love Disney for that shit, but yeah. Damn it. Okay, and now we're jumping back. That's the inspirational speech. Now we see Hajun really hating on life here. Damn it. And he's trying to hack him to pieces. Just what the hell is he? He was at death's door. His power was utterly spent, was it not? And Buddha still holding him off. How is he not afraid? How is he not pleading for his life? How is he smiling? And yeah, we see Buddha. Son of a bitch. I got your fucking number, asshole. Give me back my bro. Give me back my little brother. See, this is... Actually, I didn't even think about that. We just saw his big brother in the crowd, who isn't actually his brother. And Zero is his little brother. Now it's coming full force. He's the middle kid when you think about it. His big brother is the reason he became Buddha in the first place. And now, for his little brother... He's going to smile and take him on. You give me back my little brother. I lost one brother. I'm not losing a second one. I like this. This is cool. This is all about family. Family is everything. See, the Vin Diesel shit still isn't dead yet. But still, family matters to Buddha. Look at this. This is what he's fighting for. This is so cool. And the rest of the page, how can he stand against me? Buddha, what's wrong? You really are scared, ain't ya? Slash. Boom. Go at him. Run over him. You're a 200-pound Italian tank. Oh. He clanged, he missed him, and he got cut in the shoulder, it looks like. This is Buddha, actually. Got cut, yeah. I'm not seeing any blood from Hajun. So, he dodged or cut. Or yeah, there's a little cut. A bigger cut on Buddha, of course. But let's see. Oh, Kita and the rest of the Shinsengumi are watching the fight. Look at him go. He's running toe-to-toe with Hajun. I'm not so sure about that, says Okita. I think he may be at a bit of a disadvantage. Oh, Okita watching. And Sasaki watching. I like that we're getting some of the other people's opinions here. That's kind of cool. It looks pretty tight, says Sasaki. He can't see out of one eye. And he's got a bad wound down his side there. Okay, so Sasaki is noting, because Sasaki can see with his, of course, his... Let's see what he says. At the rate things are going, I reckon the odds are stacked against old Buddha. Okay, so Sasaki is not saying he's going to lose. He's just saying that the odds are stacked against him. But we already knew that. Let's go. So Buddha goes in to strike. And then, oh, his side there, the wound on his side, it's hurting on Buddha. Slam, here comes Hajun. Here it comes again. Divine Retribution. Bon Jovi style. Blaze of glory. Young Guns. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bon Jovi style. Blaze of glory. Slam, he managed to stop it, but oh, that's really hurting on Buddha. Oh, he's blocking it, but all his wounds are opening and they're gushing with blood. This is not good. This is not good. Buddha actually going to lose. I don't think Buddha's going to lose. He might die, but I don't think he's going to lose. I don't think he's going to die either. I think if Buddha dies as the one, not only the one who taught about the Valens and the one who knows about Brunhilde's second objective, I think that would be really shitty. And Hajun came out of fucking nowhere, so... Yeah. Okay, we're 12 pages in. Let's just check the chat. I don't normally... I like to jump in and out and stuff like that, but let's just see what the chat's saying here. Jay Warrior says from... oh, good. There's only a few comments. Jay Warrior said, from my reread of Adam's fight, Kronos has the fist that surpassed time since Zeus stole it, and he survived the Big Bang, and young Zeus said he was a great fighter. This is true. Jay Warrior said, if Kronos was in the tournament, I think he would be his second strongest based on that he has the fist that surpassed time. We don't know what Odin can do against that yet, so, or Hades for that matter, so I would hold out judgment there, but from what we've seen, yeah, Kronos. But then again, Adam's still there. Joseph says, you know what? Okita and Beelzebub's appearances confirm that all the fighters of Ragnarok are all in their own rooms watching all the fights. Yes, that's pretty much what is happening. We just haven't seen the other combatants yet. So, but anyway, that's caught up with the chat, so I guess we can move back on. We can move back on to the rest of the chapter. Why not? Once I clear my throat, god damn it. This is what happens when you running around all the place, you're drinking beer, you're eating food, and you don't drink enough water. Drink your water, ladies and gentlemen. Drink your water. Okay, so we see Buddha, so page 12, top of page 12, we see Buddha down on the ground, just barely holding on while blood's coming out of his wounds. Hajun, for some reason, is not bleeding out of his arm. That's sort of weird, but whatever, he's a demon monster thing, so. Jesus, frog in the throat or anything much? So Hajun is trying to force him down. And he says... Be gone! And he's just trying to rip through this sword. I don't think the sword's going to break. We already had the scythe break. Shing, what happened? Oh, he twisted it. Boom. There goes the blade. Hajun shock. Buddha. Bang. There we go. Cut him right across the chest. Shallow wound, but a wound nonetheless. Less. Buddha deflects Hajun's strike. A lightning quick counter. And now they're facing off again. They're a few feet from each other. But now he's actually bleeding proper. Buddha is looking in terrible shape, but still smiling. Still haven't gotten used to this depth perception, eh? That didn't go too deep. And it didn't, as I said, a shallow one, and he cut him across that weird hole. Hajun said, impossible. I put everything I had into that strike. Oh, so he's not as big and bad as everyone made him out to be. The community made him out to be so great, and I never liked him. I was like, his design's cool, but this dude's a fucking meathead. He's not as strong. Most people can beat him. Like, well, not most people, but a lot of people, I would argue, could beat this guy. And now we're just seeing that. Like, his strength is something to behold. It's not weak sauce, but yeah. Alright, now we're getting the reactions. Ares, of course, as shocked as always. Buddha, is an unfathomable man. Hermes, indeed. However, it seems as though Buddha will be the first to reach his limit. Yeah, he seems... Yeah, that's what Sasuke and everybody said too. But I believe, like, what's Hades going to say? Because Hades was the one who's saying, like, look at fucking Buddha, motherfuckers. Look at this Chad. Hades hasn't given up, I guarantee you. We might not get a Hades reaction, but it'd be nice. Let's see. Oh, we get a Zeus reaction instead. I doubt Buddha has the strength left to take that attack from Hajun when he uses it again. Hades, humph, you mindless fools. He doesn't need to take it. All he needs to do is to dodge it. And Ares like, what? How will he dodge that? Well, now it's a flurry of strikes. Blaze of Glory seemed to just be this one big swing, and now it seems to be a flurry. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's supposed to take, but yeah, let's see. So Hades got the faith. Hades keeping the faith. We're getting a lot of Bon Jovi references here. Everybody keep the faith. We're getting Bon Jovi up in here. Hades kind of looks like Bon Jovi, come to think of it, when he was younger. So, he doesn't need to take it. He just needs to dodge it. There we go. So Hades got the faith in Buddha. Unlike these fucking tools. How will he dodge it? Let's see. Oh, his eye. What's his eye doing? Can he see? Is he gaining future sight again because he's gaining a... Is it because he's starting to be afraid or something? So he's dodging. Huh? Weird. It's like Hajun's attacks are getting further and further off their mark, says Gull, and Brunhilde recognizes he's begun to be able to see it. Is it because he cut the hollow hole? What's going on? Let's see. Brunhilde says Buddha's eighth consciousness sees the future, right? By reading the tremors of the soul. That is why he couldn't see the future of Hajun, whose soul is obscured by a complete veil of darkness. However, now Hajun's soul is trembling so much that it cannot be veiled by that darkness. I would have liked it better if he had been like, he wounded it, or maybe it's because it's Zero or something fighting. Like, this seems a little... Like, he has a soul, and like his overconfidence was a mask from the eighth consciousness. By that logic, wouldn't Adam be able to block it with just sheer conviction? Like, it wouldn't just be evil things like, oh, I shrouded my soul completely in darkness because he's so cocky and prideful and arrogant. That's basically what they're saying. He couldn't see the future of Hajun, whose soul was obscured by a complete veil of darkness. But now Hajun's soul is trembling because he just doesn't understand, and so there's cracks in that darkness, is what they're trying to say. I feel like that could have been written a little better. There were a multitude of good avenues you could have taken and written that better as to why he's going to be able to start seeing it. I think this one's a little bit of a cop-out. Not gonna lie. They had multiple things. He got cut with Zero, the true soul or something of the body. Like, something like that would have been smarter. Like, oh, he finally cut the hole. It's like, the true soul has cut into your, like, you wear your soul on your chest quite literally in this shadow of darkness or something like that. And it's like, if you cut it or something, you open it up. I don't know. It just seems like that was the key. Like that, because that's where his soul supposedly is. And since he cut it, it's not a perfect globe of darkness anymore. I would actually buy that a little more. I don't know. Seems a little one-dimensional, but oh well. I don't think it really matters the reason, because I didn't really care for Hajun anyways, as you guys know. I think he's the big bad walking, I'm a tyrant thing, but he's not actually interesting. So I'm glad to see this happening, actually. And now Buddha is using the eighth consciousness. Yes, and able to dodge everything. Trembling with fear. And Hajun is getting frustrated. Buddha smiling. Ares, Buddha's seeing one step ahead of Hajun. Why? And see? Hades knew it. Hades a pimp. He's called Zeus, Hermes, Ares. Fuck out of here, you fools. This is motherfucking Buddha. You gotta dodge it. You don't need to block it. What's wrong with you people? Hades is just sitting up there being the king of everything. So boom, why? And now he's getting more frustrated. I am the demon lord of the sixth heaven. So he keeps trying to strike him. The most supreme being in the entire world. So we're seeing one side of his face being like all, and one side of his face going, argh. So he's conflicted with himself. One such as you cannot exist in the same world as I. So he's going to do it again. Divine retribution. Bon Jovi style. Blaze of glory. He's going to dodge it again. Oh. Or he's going to make him believe he cut him. No, this is an illusion, right? He cut Buddha's face. What the fuck? Whoa, everybody's shocked. Except Hades. But everybody else is shocked. Boom. Whoa. It's like Kaido fucking laugh. Whoa. Divine retribution for the win! The dude's gone nuts. And then... Huh? It just looks like sand. Like you cut an illusion. Buddha's over there. Buddha's over there, bud. Buddha's over there. What? Oh, Okita. Everybody's Satsuki. Everybody's shocked. Hajun, what? And Buddha's just standing there. Like, hey. In the words of the exalted sage, two-hand style. Unstartled like a lion at sounds. Like a lion at sounds. That's weird. Unsnared like the wind in a net. That makes more sense. Unsoiled like a lotus in water. Like the horn of the rhinoceros. Walk alone. However, closed his eyes. Hajun. Should you find a companion upon whose soul you can rest yours. Great Reincarnation Sword 0. Now it's the Great Reincarnation Sword. Then across all manner of adversity brimming with joy, walk with him. Summarized from the Sutta Nipata, Chapter 1. 0, can you see it? This is our path. Let's go together. Just fucking. Blade of the Celestial Eyes Awakening. How many names is this blade gonna get? Mahapari Nirvana. Fuck, look at all that blood. Buddha opens his eyes. Look at all the fucking blood. Hermes shocked. Zeus shocked. Ares losing his fucking helmet. Loki going crazy. Hades just like, called it. Odin a little wide-eyed, but not crazy. Him and Hades keeping some form of composure. Brunhilde, everybody's starting to cheer. Sasaki, Okita cheering. Shinsuke, everybody's cheering. He lost his arm. He lost his torso, it looks like. Holy shit, what? Bam. Okay, so far. Pretty good. Pretty good. Why do I feel like the other shoe's going to drop here? Because, realistically speaking, this has been pretty good, but I think 52 was a little better. So what's happening in the next, 10 pages or so that people are going to lose their shit over? Because everybody's saying that this is the chapter that makes it. And, yeah, it's the end of the round. We know who wins, and I know that's hype, but did anybody think Hajun was actually going to win? Well, let's just jump over to the chat really quick. Let's see what people are saying before we continue on with the chapter. Rainey says, I think it's because Hajun makes a lot of memeable faces and poses. Maybe. Miss Khan says, I like how dodging seems to be a foreign concept to a lot of Ragnarok characters. Yeah, it seems to be. Hades knows what's up. Rainey said, yeah, despite me calling it a 10 out of 10 chapter, I take issue with Buddha reading Hajun's soul because his soul is trembling. Yeah, that was a little weak. Miss said, I mean, I think it makes Buddha look pretty badass. It makes him look badass, but there was better ways. Rainey said, yeah, it does, but it just seemed too easy. I don't know how to phrase it. Still badass. So it's one-dimensional. It's really because he's actually feeling fear, the whole, fear is the basis, then I would argue that Adam wouldn't be afraid of Buddha. If fear is the basis, if your soul is trembling, Adam wasn't afraid of anything. So, the eighth consciousness, would it work on Adam? The logic just is a little broken there. It's too one-dimensional. There's too many holes in it. But it works. I'm not going to go too, I'm not going to minus points for it. I just think that they had better reasons. He wears his soul on his chest. He completes it with a veil. It got cut with the Sword of Zero, so it actually cracked an opening in the soul or something. That makes a lot more sense to me. Joseph says, I think Hades' smug and stoic personality is what makes him such a cool deity. He's really cool. And Nathaniel says, honestly, I think Chapter 52 is better. So far, I would argue Chapter 52 is better, but a lot of people are telling me that Chapter 53 is what made everybody go crazy. So, the combination of the two. So let's just see. Let's just see what happens. There might be more. And we're caught up with the chat. So I guess we just jump right into page 34. We see the torso. Everything going down. Boom. And a splatter in a fucking pool of blood. Everyone yelling that he won. Please tell me that is. I don't want Hajun to win. I don't want Buddha to die. A bunch of people cheering that Buddha won. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. We see the sages. They're happy. We see his brother. He's happy. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. And we see Hajun, of course, still alive. Yeah, I was worried about that. Because we saw the torso. Damn you. He tries to strike him with a needlepoint thing to his eye again. Buddha's standing there. Damn you. He notices, but it looks like he didn't even dodge because it's all crumbling away. He's fading away like he did before. I am Demon Lord of the 6th heaven. There he goes. 0, it's over. As Buddha looks up into the sky. Huh? We see his soul running towards the light after Hajun was destroyed. Buddha looking on 0. Pauses, he looks, smiles and gives a big thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Big smile. Buddha shocked. He runs towards the rest of the other personalities, the other lucky gods, Bishamonten and all them. Zero's there. Are they going to move on? Is that the... So they're going to... But where do they move on to? It seems like their spirits are okay. He won. Their spirits aren't destroyed. Because the spirit is inside the Volend. I mean, this is emotional, but where the fuck did these souls go? sees the souls, they're rising up into the light, as though, is there another stage of heaven? Heh, says Buddha. He's crying. Damn, that's cool. And he's crying, see you later, Zero. And now the spirits are gone. Is he gonna see Zero again? Like, I don't understand where Zero went. And he's still got the sword. The Valand's not broken. I'm a little confused. I mean, this is a heartwarming moment, and I can understand if, like, no, I can't come back sort of idea. There's not enough soul left for me or something like that. But this means when Buddha finds out that it was Beelzebub. I don't think Beelzebub is going to make it to his match. Not going to lie. Buddha's going to get healed up, and he's going to take that sword and run Beelzebub through. But let's see. See you later, Zero. What? I mean, the winner of Ragnarok Round 6 is Buddha. Zero Fuku Hajun versus Buddha. Match time 21:37. Deciding move was the Mahapari Nirvana. The winner was Buddha. So there we go. That's the end. That's the end of round 6. And that's the last page of the chapter. Okay. So yeah. So this is really strange. So Zero potentially, according to Hajun, when he took over his body, Zero was completely destroyed. So you could argue that it wasn't even a vessel, even if you had like exorcised Hajun out of the body, Hajun had permanently taken it over. There was no Zero left there. But the pommel was still there, which was a part of Zero's soul and part of Zero's body. He uses it. It was Zero. We know that. It became the sword. It became the Valand. It could only have become a Valand of Zero if it was truly Zero. He can't just be, like, Buddha wasn't delusional and made a Valand out of nothing. It was actually Zero. So the sword is still around. It's still a part of Zero, but is it not enough of his soul or something? And now his soul can move on in peace? But where does it move on to? They even stated, like, this is heaven. Once you die, there is no... Brunhilde even said that when Lu Bu lost and everything. It's like, once that happens, they're dead. They're gone from existence. There's no reincarnation. There's no second chance. Doesn't matter if it's Buddhism, Catholicism. Doesn't matter what you're believing in. They're gone. Permanent death is record of Ragnarok. Heracles is not coming back. You know, like the Valkyrie are not coming back. They're gone permanent. But this case sort of throws a wrench into that, because Buddha made Zero his Valand, and the Valand is still there, and he won. So, and why is Zero happy, and where did they elevate to? Like, the symbolism is nice, and it's a nice sad moment, like a bittersweet moment, but not making a whole lot of sense, to be honest with you guys. Not making a whole lot of sense. So I don't know. Like, why is Zero gone? He's in the sword, or he's not. Like, there's another Zero that moved on to Heaven 2.0? Not really understanding. So anyway, well, that was the chapter, guys. Let's check the chat and see what people are saying. Yeah, Nathaniel had already said that, honestly, I think chapter 52 is better. Yeah, I would argue chapter 52 was a lot better. Haley's in here with a lot of messages deleted by Misk. So, Haley, whatever you're spamming, stop. Nathaniel questions Shiva. What about Shiva? Nathaniel said, why are you talking about Shiva now? Oh, maybe that was Haley. I don't know. Ms. Khan said, I have some questions about how Zero dying works with the Valand still existing. I think it's just a part of Zero that still remain a part of Buddha. Once again, like, it's still a part of Zero. Maybe it's not enough of his soul that he can turn Zero back from the sword into Zero fully ever again. Maybe Zero's spirit left the sword to move on, but why would it want to move on to non-existence? And there's too much happiness with Zero going, yeah, I'm free. Free to what? You're gone. You know, like that's the rule. So, I don't know. I don't like that. We need some explanation here because I don't like the change up of the rules. Once again, Brunhilde might not know everything. You know, that's what she told us. That might not be the full truth. There might be loopholes through this, like in this particular instance. But they know where all the planes of existence are. So, where did he go? You know? Rainy said, I'm pretty sure Zerofuku and the Lucky Gods did die along with Hajun. The sword only contains a piece of them, not the full thing. At least that's how I interpret it. And that's fine dandy, but it's still Zero. I would think that Buddha, who's the one who created the Valand, would know how to, I don't know, like deconstruct sword back into Zero. You know? Joseph says, maybe it works different because Zero isn't a Valkyrie. I mean, that doesn't work really either. I mean, it's not a bad explanation, but I don't think that works either because Buddha's the one who taught the Valkyrie the Valand. Valand isn't Valkyrie specific, from what we understand. Rainy said, because the Misery Cleaver spawned from Zerofuku, it probably contained a part of Zerofuku's soul that Buddha could do a Valand with. Which, I do agree with that. But I don't understand the metaphor at the end with them rising into the sky all happy to say what final goodbye from existence, I guess. I don't know, maybe Zero's like, yeah, we're all going to die, but we're happy, you'll never see us again, but trust me, we're happy that you won, bye. Like, it seems a little like, I don't know. Let's see. Miss said, I figured if Buddha undid the Valand, the last bit of Zero would disappear. Maybe? Joseph said, because Zero is a god, maybe the Valand can stay. Maybe that, I don't know. Rainy said, I also don't think the see you later is to be taken literally. Buddha is just saying goodbye. Yeah, I think it's meant to be like, you know, see you on the other side sort of idea, but they all know there is no other side. But that's assuming that Brunhilde is right, and there is no other side. For all we know, Adam and Heracles and everybody moved on to a plane that even the gods aren't aware of. Maybe. It's a nice thought. Nathaniel said, maybe the weapon will go away next chapter. Maybe. Maybe it'll start to disappear or something. And that maybe we'll get a bit of an explanation in chapter 54. That's true. It really sucks when you read like 2 chapters in one day. It's like, goddamn, now I gotta wait another month. You know what I mean? Like, we got 2 chapters today, and it's like, holy shit, 1 chapter of 40 pages, another chapter of 40 pages. Hell yeah, let's keep going. Wait another month. Shit. You know? Joseph said what Nathaniel said, but also maybe the sword doesn't have the divine power anymore. I think it was Hajun disappearing that allowed Zero and the 7 Lucky Gods to appear. I think it's that part of their soul. I think that the sword still retains that essence. I don't think that the sword manifested or like it seeped, because we didn't really see it concrete, but it's not like the essence seeped out of the sword to rejoin its soul and then they flew up into the heavens or Heaven 2.0. It seemed to me that when he struck down Hajun and Hajun disappeared, that's when the soul, you know. Jay Warrior said, I can't wait for Simon Hayea to fight. Oh yeah, I'm not, people love that dude. I don't care, honestly. I'm as excited for him as Emperor Quinn. He's not somebody I'm hyped to see. He might prove me wrong when he shows up in the story, but yeah. Let's see. Haley was timed out by Misk for 300 seconds. I'm assuming that she was spamming, so. Joseph said, I really hope the next fight is Okita versus Loki. I think the next fight is going to be 2 characters we haven't seen yet. Rainey said, I don't think the sword will disappear because Buddha literally has no more divine weapons left then. But his fight is over technically, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's true too. I think the sword's going to stick around. Misk said, I think he's just grateful to Buddha for redeeming him and happy he won. You could look at it that way too. That's fair enough. But still, it's sort of like then the soul shouldn't have appeared at all. It's kind of weird. And how is Zero's soul now split? I don't know. All I know is that if Buddha finds out that it was Beelzebub, I feel like that would be a cool side plot, that Buddha goes to fucking kill Beelzebub before his match. And then we have no Beelzebub on the matchup either, because Buddha fucking literally shanks him. I could see that. Rainey said, but he only fused with a piece of Zero's soul, not the full thing. Besides, Hajun assimilated Zero, so I don't think he could piece them back together. That's true too, perhaps, I guess, but maybe, I figured like maybe Zero's essence, maybe Zero could never go back to being a god, but maybe he could talk to him through the sword, something like that. I figured maybe something like that, right? Rainey said, if I remember correctly, Nirvana is what Buddhists aim to attain after reincarnation, so that's probably what the author was going for. After dying, Zero, Fuku, and the gang were symbolically moving to Nirvana. I mean, true, and once again, but the problem is that, as I said, after the Lu Bu Thor fight, it was stated that, all these spirits are already dead. Everybody here is now made mortal. You die here, you die forever. There is no they even stated, no reincarnation cycle. No second life. You're no going to hell. You're done. You're gone. If the spirit is destroyed, like Lu Bu is never coming back. Adam is never coming back. Heracles is never coming back. There's no other plane of existence, land of the dead you can go to. No Nirvana, no Valhalla, none of that. They're gone, and they're gone for good. That's sort of the idea. The one thin thread there is that Brunhilde could be wrong. But, yeah. I mean, it's also symbolic, as people are saying, and that's fine. I didn't mind the scene. I'm just, sort of curious on... So, the sword is now 20% to Zero? 10% to Zero? Can he still talk to Zero through the sword? What's going on? Haley said, sorry about that, Griever, got carried away. I mean, Misk is the one who did it, so I don't know why, but sure. Rainey said, I mean, after the cycle of reincarnation, by the way. I mean, yeah, but they don't get to go through the cycle of reincarnation. That was stated by Brunhilde. Haley said, anyway, glad Buddha won. Yes, so am I. Kane said Buddha won with high difficulty. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, very high difficult. Very high diff. But Buddha did win. That's really cool. I'm glad that Buddha won. I'm glad that Zero Fuku, I guess, found some measure of peace, even though he's erased from existence. So it's a bittersweet for Buddha himself. I guess I was wrong. Zero Fuku's not coming back. I mean, he sort of did as a Voland. So there you go. And he's still technically a Voland, so he's still back. But yeah. Rainey said that's why I say symbolically. Yeah. I guess that's what we have to take away from this, right? We have to take away the fact that Zero is basically gone from existence. A piece of him remains with the Buddha. And I guess it's sort of like, as people were saying, like Misk and Rainey and stuff, it's symbolically, I think that Buddha was just seeing Zero at the very end. Nobody else, we didn't get a reaction from anybody else, so maybe this is just Buddha. But Buddha managed to see, okay, you're smiling. You're smiling. I did you justice. I did well. That was more of an internal, we're seeing through Buddha's eyes. They didn't physically have a spirit form there. It was more like he could feel through the soul of the sword and stuff, something like that. You could look at it that way, I suppose. Jay Warrior says, I think the Buddha versus Beelzebub thing sounds cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think what I'm saying is, if Buddha finds out that Zero is dead because Beelzebub was experimenting, Hades figures it out. And if he tells Buddha, and he seems pretty #Team Buddha, I think Mr. Nirvana is going to go and be like, all right, I'm going to absolutely decimate him. You won't make it to your round. I think that's a high probability. at some point in the story. I don't know when. Didar's in here and says, hello, Roy here. Oh, right, Roy. Roy's in here and says, how are you? Sorry I wasn't here lately. By the way, new One Punch Man chapter on the 8th of October. An actual new one or another one of those redo fucking things that the fan base, strokes Murata off for? If it's an actual new chapter, fantastic. So, yeah, I might read that. But yeah, no, don't worry about not being in here lately. It's cool. How are you doing? Haley says, Rip Zero. I mean, I guess Zero... Well, see, it's hard to tell. I guess he's erased from existence, but there's still a piece of his soul technically in the Volland. So, is he truly gone? Rennie said, overall, I give the fight an 8.5 out of 10. Only real bad parts were at the beginning portions of the fight felt sluggish. But that may change after rereading. That's always possible. Yeah, I mean, right now, I would say that this fight is still better than Shiva versus Raiden. I'd put it on par with Sasuke versus Poseidon. Round that level, round that tier. Yeah. Jay Warrior said, I think next match is going to be Anubis. By the way, where's Raw? Right? Where the hell is Raw? Raw might replace. People were saying there's too many Greek gods. Raw might be the next one on the list. A lot of people want to see Osiris or Raw. Nathaniel said, I was going to tell Griever about the One Punch Man chapter, but I didn't think to because I don't think he would care that much. I mean, I do care because I'm still looking forward to the Garo. Like, the Garo show must go on, and I love Garo. Like, One Punch Man has a lot of flaws, but Garo is the reason to read, right? So, but all this, once again, just like 2019 or 2018, I think it was, where literally there was one new chapter all year, a bunch of fucking redo bullshit. This year, same deal. I haven't done a One Punch Man chapter reaction because Murata hasn't actually done one. He just keeps rehashing the same old shit. So, and fucking up power scaling and stuff like he does. So, I think if the next chapter on October 8th is an actual new chapter, I'm sure people in my Discord will let me know if it's a chapter worthy of a stream, and if it is, of course I will read it. Garo chapters are, of course, a must. So, yeah. I do care, but only because the Garo's in it. If Garo wasn't in it, I would not read One Punch Man. The only reason I started reading One Punch Man, it was sort of like a Naruto thing. I read Naruto because I didn't want to be one of those uninformed people to just say, listen, this is not as hype as you guys make it out to be. I was right about that. And then One Punch Man, same deal. It's like, yeah, the art's insane. Story ain't that great, people. So that's sort of the reason I did that. But there are some definitely really good key points of One Punch Man. There's some good plots and storylines and stuff. It just doesn't revolve around fucking Saitama. But yeah. Let's see. Nathaniel laughed. Joseph said, exactly how do you see Rasputin as not evil? I have a friend who's half Russian and she seems to know a lot about him and she calls him evil. Depends. He's like one of the greatest con men of all time, but he was like he basically controlled Russia with no legitimate claim to Russia. Like, the man was just an influencer. He was an innovator. He was like, he had a dumb high IQ. Like, you could call him evil if you like, but realistically, he was just you could argue that he's a manipulator or an influencer. This depends on the way you want to paint him. Rasputin is not necessarily evil. Evil's a strong word. Like, Hitler was evil. Trump is evil. But Mao is evil. But to call them evil? Nah. They're like, Rasputin wasn't an evil man. He might have been. He's not a nice man, and he was a con artist. I mean, the worst you could call him was a con artist or a manipulator, but that just means the people around him were stupid, realistically, right? Like, a smart man, a wise man will not be manipulated by a con artist. You know what I mean? So Something to be said for that. Like, you gotta give props to certain gold-digging whores. Like, the stupid men thinking with their dicks are the reason that gold-digging whores are a thing. If men would use this and not this, gold-digging whores would not exist. You know? Like, realistically, let's be real here. So, I mean, like, how do you really call... Gold-digging whore might be a bitch, she might be a user, she might be a con artist, she might be, once again, a gold-digging whore, but it's the dude, without the rich dude who's stupid, she's not successful. So you could argue that Rasputin, a lot of people around him were just dumb. Like, I mean, you can have it both ways, you know? But yeah, I mean, I'm not Russian, so I don't know, but that's just my interpretation. Nathaniel said, I think I like Shiva's fight more. I didn't really care for that fight, to be honest. But I don't really like Shiva. Either version. Hinduism or this version. I didn't really like him either way. Joseph says, or at least she said that to me. I mean, maybe she did. How about Horus? Oh yeah, Horus is... Yeah, we haven't seen Horus either. That's interesting. Haley said, and poor Raiden, he got wrecked by Shiva. Yeah, he did. But he put him a run for his money. Jay Warrior said, take out Apollo and let the real sun god Ra come in. I mean, there's that too. Apollo might be, I think Apollo's a weird choice, but Apollo also might be a badass. So until we see him, I'm not going to judge. Rainey says, Buddha versus Zero has to be my third favorite fight. I like it above Lubu versus Thor, Shiva versus Raiden, Sasuke versus Poseidon. Fair enough. I don't think I like it more than Lubu versus Thor, but once again, the anime helped me really enjoy Lubu versus Thor a lot. So it might be tied for third with Lubu versus Thor. For me. I think it's one step below. Because I did not like the Hajun. I think round 6 ended perfectly fine with the tie. Like with Zero being alive and all that shit. We didn't need the Hajun shit. Realistically, still think that was a bad idea. That was just basically to pump numbers up. I didn't care for it. I don't think Hajun was necessary to the story or the plot or anything. I think we had a complete circle of Zero's character development, Buddha being awesome, and we could have went on from there. Sure, the fight from a meathead perspective was cool to see Buddha push to the limit, Hajun and stuff like that. Hajun had a cool design, but realistically, we just had, okay, now we're going to do Thor versus Lubu 2.0 halfway through round 6. We're going to have two meatheads fight. Because Buddha couldn't use his abilities, and Hajun was just a meathead. So, it's hard for me to like it. Roy says, a new chapter for real. I am okay-ish going to sleep soon because I have a driving lessons tomorrow. Oh, really? Maybe we will see Garo again. I want to know why is Metal Bat want again a beat from Garo. Exactly. Yeah, no. I'll be here for a stream for that if it's a good chapter. My Discord will let me know if I stream it or not. Nathaniel said, yeah, I'm pretty sure next chapter is going to be an actual... Be an actual what? What did you say before? Oh. So, Jay Warrior says... How strong is Hajun? Well, once you're a lot... He had hacks against Buddha's eyes. Had that not been the case, he would have gotten stomped. He didn't do anything that crazy. Hades could probably beat him. Odin could beat him. Zeus could beat him. Adam could beat him. Buddha did beat him. I mean, just take that what you will. Nathaniel said, real sun god? You mean Lord Escanor? Who decided that? Yeah, Escanor, the real sun god. The real god of the sun. Praise be to Lord Escanor. Roy said, also started again rereading Ragnarok. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Joseph said, well, Apollo was sometimes affiliated with the sun instead of Helios, but Apollo was still associated with the sun, just not as much as Helios. I mean, yeah, and he's associated with the chariots and the fighting and the fire, and there's a lot of stuff. Haley said, no, not Escobar, man. That was strange and awesome. I'm sure the next One Punch Man chapter from Nathaniel says it's going to be an actual chapter. Yeah. I'm hoping. Jay Warrior said Apollo versus Simon, since Simon is a sniper and Apollo is the god of archery as well. Yeah, probably something like that. I don't know. As I said, I do not really care. Unless Apollo and Simon show up to be total badasses, I have no desire really to see them fight. Like, it'd still be good. Record Ragnarok is always good. But, like, I'm more pumped. Everybody else is on my list first, you know? I'm more interested. Well, other than Beelzebub, I think Buddha's going to murder him in his sleep. But, other than that, yeah. So, something to be said for that. Anyways... God damn it, all I've been doing is working on videos all fucking day, and now I gotta go to work tomorrow, and it was raining so hard today and stuff. I meant to eat my bangers and mash before then. I think, did Misk's stream start? Is that what my notification was about? Let's see. Did it? Oh no, Misk Content's Record of Ragnarok Chapter 53 review Path to Victory is now uploaded, so you guys should definitely... Once we're done the stream here, you should definitely go check it out. I'm going to be checking out his 52 and 53 myself. I was just a little concerned that maybe he would have accidentally missed. Is usually pretty good about that, but he might have said something about chapter 53 because he reads the Raws. So, let's see. Haley said Indra would roast Raw. I don't know. I like Raw. I'm not a big fan of the... Actually... Indra is like the one Hinduism god in that whole fight in round 5 that I actually really like the design of and would have rather see fight than anybody else. But and Jay Warrior said, I want to know why Apollo. What about Athena? Yeah, Athena. I'm really curious as to why Athena. Where is Athena? This is very true. Where is Athena? Yeah, I still think that we're going to see somebody new, maybe like Ra or somebody like that. Or what about like an Indian god? Like not East Indian, but Indian, like a Native American Indian. What about a god like one of those? Or what about a Mesopotamian god or something like that? You know what I mean? Someone they're just going to pull out of left field and be like, you're part of this. So, Nathaniel said, Griever, do you still read Four Nights of the Apocalypse? No, I do not, because I've been waiting. There's a reason for that. Number one, busy and I forget. That's the long and short of it. But reason number two is that I haven't forgotten my 500 subscriber special promise. I've made 3 to 4 of those videos so far, but I promised to do all like 9, 10 suggestions. One of them was to review the series. What I wanted to do was make a couple of videos, so I was waiting to get like 50 odd chapters into it, 60 odd chapters. I was going to read a bunch, and then I was going to make like a couple of discussion videos based on it, but I have not been keeping up with it yet. So, but I will. You got to remember, I was pretty poisoned by the end of this thing. I was pretty poisoned by the end of 7 Deadly Sins. Just 50 chapters of just go fuck me for an ending. So I wasn't giving Four Nights of the Apocalypse a good chance. And when I was reading it, I read about the first like 8 or 9 chapters. I was just too bitter to actually talk about it and review it with an unbiased opinion. So I sort of dropped it for my own sake. So now I'm going to start back at chapter 1 just to refresh my memory with Percival and all that shit. And once I do that, I'll read it again, and then I'll get a better grasp on, okay, maybe this isn't so bad. Because I really had a hate boner for Nakaba for a long time. I think I'm finally over it. Now that 7 Deadly Sins the seasons are over, the manga's over and stuff. It's been a while. I've recovered, you know. So, Haley said, we have no gods here. Only our Lord and Savior Escanor, right? But yeah. Anyways, so if there's nothing else, ladies and gentlemen, and I know the chat could keep going, Nathaniel said, I can't wait to see your opinions about the series. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get those videos out, maybe by Christmas, who knows. I'm behind right now on 3 videos. My One Piece review needs to come out, Missed content, the Miscellaneous Chapter 10 review needs to come out. The Let's Plays, 2 Let's Plays right now. And I'm also working on the Record of Ragnarok discussion videos. And oh my god, there's so much to do. There's so much to do. And I just don't have the time. So, but yeah, I'll definitely be getting to that. But yeah, Jay Warrior said, you mean like Quetzalcoatl, the Aztec god? Yeah, Quetzalcoatl. If we could get Quetzalcoatl, I always call him Quetzalcoatl. I know it's probably not how you pronounce it, but if we get Quetzalcoatl from like Final Fantasy VIII as a big Thunderbird, that'd be amazing. Nathaniel said, yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't enjoy it. Exactly. Like, it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying it. I was just still too bitter. At the time when it was coming out, season 4 or season 5, however they call it nowadays, the final season, 7 Deadly Sins, was airing, and I was still getting bitter about Nakaba and his bad writing decisions and his bad choices and his bad this and bad that and bad the other thing. So I couldn't continue reading Four Knights of the Apocalypse going, hey, why didn't you put this thought process every single time something cool happened? I was like, hey, maybe you should have thought about doing this before you canceled 7 Deadly Sins, you idiot, you know, and wrote terrible endings, you know, shit like that. So, and then the whole Lancelot disappearing thing left me super bitter. Like, that's not a happy ending. That bothered me, that special chapter. I was just like, wait, what the fuck? So now, nobody's happy. They all went through their shitty endings with the shitty writing, and everybody got their happy ending, except for fucking Escanor. Everybody got their happy ending, and then it got snatched away like 5 years later. It's like, I don't want to read that. This is supposed to be a romantic night, a fairy tale about romance and knights and dragons. Sure, there can be bitterness, but it's supposed to be a happy ending. Then he fucks it all up with that special chapter and Lancelot, so now Elaine and Bond feel like shitty parents for the rest of their life. Like, how the fuck is that? Finally, Bond gets a happy ending for what, 5, 6 years at most? Like, that fucking pissed me the fuck off. Haley said Twilight Princess Part 9's out. No, it's not. Not in Canada, it ain't. It's not out quite yet. Because I have it on order. I do have it on order. I believe I do anyways. We'll double check that right now. Volume 9. Where is it? Volume 9. It did come out on September 14th, but it's not available in Canada until October 4th. October 4th, there we go. So yeah, it is released technically, you're not wrong, but I can't get it until at least October 4th. So. But yeah, so anyways, guys, thank you very much for the 10 likes. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for everybody who stuck around to view. I don't think there's anything else. Now we're getting off topic, off of Record of Ragnarok. I've already streamed twice today, and I have to do 2 more videos and try to get them out as quick as possible. So hope you guys understand that the stream is not going to be some 2-hour affair. I also want to catch Miss Content's stream that's going to be happening relatively soon, I think in another hour. I probably won't be a part of it, but I'd like to at least catch it and watch it. So there's that and stuff like that. And now the dryer's done, I got to throw in another load of laundry, yada yada yada. I got shit to do. So, but thanks guys so much for watching, yada yada yada. Shuumatsu no Valkyrie. This was pretty good. Chapter 52 was better than Chapter 53, I would argue. I'm not too happy about the one-dimensional reasoning as to why the 8th consciousness started working when the soul got cut. There were so many better... He could have just basically... Saying he cut the soul would have been a better explanation as far as I'm concerned. Questioning the whole zero thing a little bit there. Like, how is the spirit there if it's not in the Valland? That's weird. But anyways, yeah. So... That's it for me, though, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as always, as you guys always do. I know you do. And don't forget to drink responsibly, as always, as your host with the most, Griever. He always does. And we will see you guys back here next time, as long as you guys always remember to drink responsibly. We'll see you back here next month for Chapter 54, Reaction. Let's see, are we going to see who's starting round 7? Or is it just going to be one big, long chapter of the in-between round 6 and round 7? Who knows? I think we'll probably find out who one of the fighters is at the very least. Should be pretty exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys all next time. Peace out.